Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Today is a special day for me, and I'm celebrating with my Sugar Skull brand new mug that I got on Sunday. This represents the day after Halloween. It's like November 1st and 2nd, and it's the Day of the Dead, and they celebrate all of those who have passed on. But I'm going to use it today to celebrate life. And today is a special day because it's my birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Lydia. Happy birthday to me. So I'm not going to wear this because I have to tell y'all, even the party hats don't fit me. They broke. My head is so big, the little string broke. But anyway, I don't care. I'm not wearing one anyway. So today I'm going to do a special video for how to celebrate you and all the accomplishments by sharing how I am going to celebrate me today. And this is just in my thoughts. I don't have a lot of plans. I do have plans. My aunt offered to take me to lunch, and I haven't been out much because I've been sick and I'm just lingering with a cough. And so I thought maybe it'd probably be good for me to go out and get some, exposure to the world because I've been cooped up trying to get healthy and stay healing in a healing mode. So anyway, what I want to talk about today for this quick little video is how I think about my birthday and where I'm at. So I want to start off by saying I saw something this weekend and I wrote it down. I really loved it. So let me tell you what I found. Okay, it was a quote I saw in a video. It was Deion Sanders, the NFL player that is considered a greatest of all times, GOAT. He was doing like a motivational talk. And I love what he said. And it totally, I felt like it applied to how I feel. And so it says, this is him. He's quoting. He says, people are going to try to shut you down when you have confidence, and they're going to call it your ego or your you're stuck up or you're into yourself. And the truth is that in a lot of cases, when confidence is authentic, it's built upon things like struggle and challenges that you've accomplished and you've persevered, and things that have happened to you that you've been able to get through and survive. And sorry, I did not expect to get emotional, but that's where some people's confidence comes from. And also, like, people who've spent a lot of time in self-development, workshops and reading books. And I never really cared for like nonfiction. For fiction books, I always just gravitated towards how to understand myself better so that I could be the best person I could be. Anyway, books like this, like I'm revisiting this one, which is a book that really resonates with me. It's called The Highly Sensitive Person. How funny, I'm crying. But just sensitive in the sense of like being able to sense a lot of things like information and perceptions and energy and people. And anyway, I want to read to you the quote. Sorry, I kind of got off track. But anyway, what I'm saying is like authentic power and authentic confidence comes from, in some cases, people's experiences. And so I'm 54. I've spent a lot of years, working on myself and my inner self. And what he said was, people will throw stones at you trying to knock you down from what their perception is your confidence, and, trying to poke holes in it and find fault in it. But what's really happening is, and this is his quote, he's like, do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. And I actually have found that, like, when I have encountered people who haven't done their work and that they have their own personal insecurities that they haven't faced and they've avoided and they haven't dealt with and they haven't overcome their own insecurities, a lot of times they get triggered when other people around them have the confidence and the assuredness within themselves that they're calm, cool, and collected because they're in control of their own authentic self, and they're not, acting out, but they can just speak freely and say what they need to say. And people want to call that, your ego, or your stuck up. Like, I don't even know the words that people think, because I don't think like that. But what I do know and what I have experienced, because I grew up with people in my immediate family that had deep insecurities, and I have mine too. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't have any, or I still don't have any. I do. I still have insecurities. But when you work on your foundation gets stronger, and it's not so obvious. It's not so, like pebbles on a cliff is unstable, but solid rock on a cliff, you've got something to grip on and you can traverse, the solid rock. So, I mean, that's kind of like the difference between like working on yourself and having that stable foundation from which to, navigate life. So anyway, when that happens, it's unfortunate. It's very obvious, because, like, if another person's overreacting because their insecurity was offended or triggered, all you do is just check in with yourself, and you're thinking, well, do I feel negativity towards that person in any way? And if the answer is no, you love or care for that person, then that it's their insecurity that's getting triggered. And then, hopefully you just kind of have patience. You got to let people go through what they're going to go through. So anyway, I don't want to make this video all about that. I hope that's helpful to somebody, who's coming across this video. But what I do want to focus on in the positive realm is, what do I think about on my birthday, about my life? I'm in midlife. I'm in 54. I've lived 54 years. I've had 54 years of trials and tribulations and love lost and love not had, and decisions. And, looking back on all of that just makes you a stronger person. And so what I am thinking about today, when I think about what I want to celebrate, is, for me, what I have like experienced and accomplished, and what I revel in from my own life, is my sense of freedom, how I feel free. And I'll give you some like small gratitude examples of things that give me gratitude and freedom. Because, you've got to look at your life and figure out, what are you grateful for? And so, like, one of the things that this morning, as I was getting ready, I was just kind of getting ready for going to lunch with my aunt at this casual kind of outdoor place. And, I was thinking about makeup, no makeup. And I was like, I'm just going with my aunt. And so I was thinking, like, I am so grateful that I have taken care of my skin and given it nourishing moisturizer for 20 years, and that I'm happy with the color of my skin, um, that I don't feel the need to cover it up with makeup, and that because that's freedom. It's freedom for me. I don't feel like I have to, in order to look better or to feel good, that I need to, you know, do something. And really that's just work that I've done. That's just things that I've done that will help me. Um, like I drink cleansing teas, and they basically like give you a shower from the inside out. And so like the skin that's coming forward is good skin in the first place. Oh no, my alarm's going off um, in my other room. So anyway, let me see if I can wrap up this video. So basically, I just wanted to talk about, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be, hold on one second. Not only was my alarm going off, but this little girl wanted to wake up too. Happy birthday to me. Mwah. Happy birthday. Okay. Sorry for the pause. I hope you're still with me. Anyway, so just freedom, freedom. So the other thing I wanted to mention, and I'll probably mention this in a different video, is that I'm doing the Lumen. I started in July, and yesterday I was watching a video, and the coach instructor was like, Lumen is not a diet. And I was like, exactly, it's not a diet. I mean, basically, it's a tracker and it's a tool, and it can help you see where you're at and where your body's at and what your body's doing and metabolizing. And so I'm on a group with them, and they were talking about their birthday and how they wish that they could, like celebrate it or whatever, have a piece of cake or something. And oh no, I know what it was. Lumen gives you boost days, where you get more carbs, and they were saying that they should give you the more carb day on your birthday. Like the software should know it's your birthday and then go, oh, it's a boost day. You get to eat more carbs today, which every once in a while it'll say that. And so I was thinking, I have like my whole life to like try to eat healthy and always eat better and choose the right thing, like day in and day out. It's a choice. And I was just thinking, like it's not the one time in the year that you eat a piece of cake that your whole world crumbles. It's the habits of eating cake frequently, day in and day out, that, or not even cake, but whatever. That's just a example of a something. Like pick whatever it is that you think is not that great for you, that you have a habit of, and like look at that, acknowledge that, recognize like maybe I shouldn't eat that every day, or maybe I shouldn't do that every day. So I have I'm like 27 pounds down, and I have, like 70 pounds to go this year, which is my goal. For those of you who know, I'm working on a 100-pound weight loss, but I'm on a live it. I am not on a diet. Who wants to be in a dying stage anyway? I want to live my life, and I want to live it in a way that's has choices, and I have balance. And that was the original creation of this podcast, was about creating balance in my life and having it and doing it. Whether that means like activity, increase activity, because I was doing little, putting more time and energy in cooking at home because I was eating out too much, just creating balance. And so this year is 2022 has always all been about creating balance for me. So in the last 3 months, I've just done a better job of being balanced. And so I'm going to celebrate the small wins. And I think that in our lives, we just need to celebrate the day. That's what gratitude is. And, when you live in a state of gratitude in your heart, you draw more of that, which gives you gratitude to you. So today on my birthday, I'm going to just think about and focus on what I have to be grateful for. So I talked about freedom, freedom of, not having to look a certain way or do a certain thing to feel good about myself. I have time freedom. I'm grateful for that. I want to create more of that. I'm working on that. It's a building up of progress. And if you subscribe, that helps me. So thank you. Freedom. I mean, my theme of my freedom in relationships, freedom in time. I already said that, but I was thinking about work time, but just in general, having time freedom, like the things that have been important to me in this lifetime, I have been working towards, and I've been, in my opinion, I'm achieving them. And so everyone's lifetime is different. Some people have, lifetimes where they're committed to raising, 10 kids or whatever, like that's because that is their purpose. So you just have to find what your purpose is. And if your purpose was not to raise 10 kids, then, maybe it's to be a corporate executive. Maybe it's to be, a trash collector, like whatever it is that you feel is your best self and you feel great about, that's the key. Like you just want to feel great about yourself. And then when you're happy and when you're healthy and content with yourself, then you're a joy to be around others. And I don't want to go back to the insecurity conversation, but I will just mention this, that when people are like bullies or they attack people, that is like the biggest sign of insecurity, because people who are happy with themselves have no interest in creating unhappiness for other people. So just remember that. If you're getting bullied by a family member or a friend, they are so unhappy. And one way you can, like the old saying, kill them with kindness, just don't let them rock you off of your train, off of your track. You're on your track. You're who you are. You're building up your authentic self and your self-confidence. It become the person and act, as the person that you want to be. And then, y'all might not vibrate at the same level, and your lives will, maybe separate and no longer be in alignment. You won't have to work on that lesson in life anymore because you learned it. So anyway, I'm looking forward to celebrating my 54th year of my life and being in a state of gratitude and just looking at everything in my life that is working. so that the things that aren't working in my life can shift and come my way through my focus. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. This video was way longer than I expected, but it's my birthday video. Happy birthday. That sounds like New Year's. All right. Take care. Bye. See you later.